We're having a text editor smackdown today on the Framework Coding Show. If you ask 3 developers about their text editors, you'll get 6 opinions. Developers will defend their favorite text editor the way you would defend your sibling. And why not? As a developer, there's no tool you'll spend more time with or know more intimately than your text editor. There are literally hundreds of text editors out there, and all of them have their own fan base. We've narrowed the list down to our 7 favorites. These are 7 text editors that are great for web development. Out of the 7, we're going to pick our top favorite and declare it the winner of our smackdown. So let's get started with number 7 on the top text editors for web development. Brackets comes to us from the fine folks at Adobe, but it is open source and free. Brackets is available for Mac, PC, and Linux, and it's a web editor that I've actually used in all 3 environments. One of the things I really like about Brackets is the auto-completion feature, which allows you to easily write HTML and CSS with just the right amount of assistance. It provides auto-completion, which allows you to develop code more rapidly, but not too much assistance where it becomes frustrating. Split screens are a snap with Brackets. You can easily view multiple code windows with just a click and configure how the split screen looks with ease. There are multiple find features to allow you to find elements in your code. I also like the way Brackets finds opening and closing pairs, and it has great shortcuts that will make the product easier to use and faster. Perhaps the best feature of Brackets is its live preview integration with the Chrome browser. By clicking the lightning bolt, you'll open a live preview of your code in Chrome. Anytime you press save, that live preview is updated. I've found that the live preview is prone to disconnects when using Chrome developer tools in your browser. On the downside, Brackets doesn't allow as much easy visual configuration as some other text editors, and changing things like font or color schemes can be a bit of a chore. However, for web developers, especially new web developers looking for an easy-to-use text editor that doesn't require a lot of know-how to use, Brackets is an excellent choice. If you like more of an old-school Windows look and feel to your text editor, you might want to check out number 6 on our list, Notepad++. Available for Windows, sorry Mac and PC folks, this text editor has been popular for decades and is currently in version 7.8.9. One of the things that users like about Notepad++ is not only the old-school look and feel, but its ability to adapt its syntax highlighting to just about any language. You can see from the drop-down that everything from ActionScript, may it rest in peace, to YAML are supported. Another popular feature in Notepad++ is code folding. Code folding allows you to hide function implementations, the code block of a loop, and other blocks of code so that you can see more of the code above and below the block you're working on. This can be convenient if you, like me, put a lot of functions in a single file and constantly find yourself scrolling up and down. Notepad++ is really designed for power users. Those power users like the ability to record macros, which are sets of commands that are automated to save you time and limit repetitive and often boring tasks. Along with macros, Notepad++ has a convenient run command that allows you to run small blocks of code right from the editor environment. For example, when correctly configured, PHP files can be run so that you can test server-side code easily within the Notepad++ environment. Finally, folks who like to modify every bit of their environment will love working with Notepad++'s style configurator, which allows you to modify every aspect of the visual environment from one convenient dialog box. There are also a number of built-in themes that range from cool and easy on the eyes like Zenburn to questionable and really ugly like Hello Kitty. The one thing you know is that if you choose to use Notepad++, you'll be in good company, as it's been a favorite of developers for decades. Atom wants to be known as the hackable text editor for the 21st century. Atom is in the number 5 position in our text editor smackdown for its expandability and flexibility. Atom is free and open source, and good news for you Linux and Mac users, it's available for all 3 of the major platforms. The core Atom package comes with over 80 built-in packages that do everything from display a clock in the status bar to prevent you from opening too many tabs and causing your brain to melt. One of the most popular plug-in packages available is called Teletype. With Teletype, you can share your workspace with other developers and code together in real time, like a big happy family. There are also hundreds of installable themes available to you. A search of dark revealed dozens of dark themes that could be installed with a single click. And while Atom is feature-rich, it provides a friendly walkthrough of its features, which is perfect for new users to the code editor. During the walkthrough, you'll learn how to collaborate with Teletype, choose your theme, and even hack the initialization script. One of my favorite features of Atom is the easy GitHub integration. Most developers live in their GitHub repositories, and being able to manage their code within GitHub within Atom is really convenient. Atom is a text editor you can truly make your own. If there's a feature that no one's thought of yet that you need, you can pretty easily make your own package to add it. The expandability of Atom, plus the rich feature set for common text editor functions like find and code completion, makes Atom a strong contender for best text editor for web developers. There's not a whole lot to say about our number 4 entry. Notepad comes with Windows, and this stalwart text editor was the first one I ever used. With a completely clean interface, Notepad allows developers to focus only on what matters, your code. Popular with those who want a completely distraction-free environment, Notepad features the bare minimum. It boasts the traditional edit menu with find and replace, and the ability to change the typeface and font size to your liking. While Notepad isn't the tool for large projects, it's a great bare minimum environment for quick edits. I also think it's great for learning to code, as it doesn't have the typical code completion or syntax highlighting found in other editors. Without having a code editor to rely on for the answers, developers using Notepad might just become more self-reliant more quickly. And again, apologies to Mac and Linux users, Notepad lives in Windows only. Next on our list is CodeShare. CodeShare won't likely be anyone's primary editor, but this browser-based editor offers something that none of the others do. Since it's browser-based, it works on any device with a modern web browser. Signing up for an account takes about 30 seconds and you're in business. CodeShare's editing feature set is somewhat limited. There's no complex search and replace feature or integration with GitHub. That's not what CodeShare is about. It does support syntax highlighting for several dozen different languages, and you can choose from a number of different cool themes. But the real strength of CodeShare is in the collaboration. You can share your code by simply providing a URL to others. Once sharing, you can set up a video call so that you can discuss your code and edit it together in real time. If you're learning to code or teaching coding, CodeShare is the most efficient way to share code and discuss it with others. With today's work-from-home environment, CodeShare is a tool that every developer who collaborates needs to have in their arsenal. Sublime is perhaps the most innovative editor on our list, boasting features like multiple selection and go to anything, which allows you to open a file and jump immediately to symbols or words. Sublime is for power users who spend all day in their editor. Sublime features a really neat code navigator, which allows you to quickly move between different sections of your code without having to scroll through the entire code listing. This is especially useful for very long files. The visual navigation scheme used here is unique, and I really like it. One of the things I really like about Sublime is the intuitive split screen feature that allows you to view multiple code files at one time. Built for very large monitors, Sublime allows you to view up to 4 files in 4 separate columns at one time. Sublime also has all the features power users demand with complex and powerful search and selection features like expand selection to brackets, which will select an entire code block with a single keyboard shortcut. Speaking of keyboard shortcuts, the ones used by Sublime are pretty intuitive, but are all modifiable, so you can configure Sublime to your preferred workflow and style. You can choose from built-in color schemes and themes, or customize just about every aspect of your view. As with most text editors in this class, syntax highlighting is supported for dozens of languages. If you need GitHub integration, you can download Sublime Merge, which will allow you to easily work within your GitHub repositories. I highly recommend Sublime for web developers who are spending their day knee-high in HTML and JavaScript. Sublime is a powerful, popular editor that's only destined to get better in the future. And now we have number one, the winner of our Smackdown and my everyday driver when it comes to code editors, Microsoft Visual Studio Code. The reason I use it? It has a bit of everything. Its intuitive layout, great out-of-the-box theme, and powerful features make it our top choice. Many of the text editors on this list have syntax highlighting, but only Visual Studio Code has IntelliSense. Developed over a period of years in previous .NET editions of Visual Studio, IntelliSense is syntax completion done right. IntelliSense can complete based on variable types, function definitions, and imported modules. It learns your code and actually predicts what you're writing next and helps you complete it. Git is built in and implementation is super. You can stage files and make commits right in the editor. Like other editors we've looked at, there are multiple color schemes and themes that can be changed at a click. If you don't like any of those, you can make your own themes. These are just one of the extensible items in Visual Studio Code's feature set. Everything from keyboard shortcuts to code snippets is easily updatable. Speaking of code snippets, this is another feature I really like. If you have a snippet of code that you use frequently, you can store it in the master snippet JSON file for the language you're working in, and then access it easily when needed. Finally, Visual Studio Code has a built-in PowerShell terminal and debugger, which can avoid a lot of switching back and forth that typically goes on between the code editor and the browser. Visual Studio Code has become increasingly popular over the past few years. And a hint, if you're one of those people who just has to try new features first, click the link at the bottom of the Visual Studio webpage entitled Insider's Build and get access to features that are currently in beta. I know it's not the Academy Awards, but congratulations to Visual Studio Code, the winner of our text editor Smackdown. Do you have a text editor you prefer? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel here on YouTube. Click the little bell so you're alerted whenever we come out with a new video. Thanks for watching this episode of the Framework Coding Show. I'm Mark Lassoff.